We'll continue with our next question here. Question 9 from tutorial chapter 8. So what we have in this question is monochromatic light from a helium neon laser, lambda is equals to 632.8 nanometer, is incident normally on a diffraction grating containing 6,000 lines per centimeter. Determine the angle at which the number of order is observed and the number of maxima lines can be observed. So the first question here is to find the angle of the second order. So we are looking for theta 2 here when our number of order equals to 2. And then the second question here is to find the number of maximum lines can be observed. How many lines can you observe on your on your screen? So if this is your screen, you want to know how many lines that you can observe here. Okay, so that's the second question. So what we have in the question is the wavelength given and also diffraction grating containing 6,000 lines per centimeter. This is our n here. Okay, so now we are going to calculate the first question first. What we have here and with what we are looking for, the only equation that we have here is d sine theta is equals to n lambda. So we are looking for theta. We know the number of order and we know the wavelength. So we have to find the d first. You have to deduce your d. Your d is 1 over n, where your n here is equals to 6,000 lines per centimeter. 10 negative 2 here. And then you press your calculator, you will end up with 600,000. So 6 times 10 to the power 5. And then 1 over n, you get 1.67 times 10 to the power negative 6. Okay, so we are going to substitute your d here. So your d here becomes 1.67 times 10 to the power negative 6 sine theta 2, because the number of order is 2, and then lambda here is 632.8 nanometer. Right, so you're going to do your max here. 2 times 632.8 exponent negative 9 divide with 1.67 exponent negative 6. You're going to get your sine theta as 0.759, and then shift sign to get your theta. You will end up with 49.4 degree. Okay, so for the part B of the question asks to find the number of maximum lines can be observed. So for you to find the number of maximum lines can be observed on the screen, you have to first identify how many order that you're going to have. So let's say this is your screen. You're going to have a slits in front here. Okay, so this is your central, right? So at your central here, you're going to have 0 order maximum. And then you're going to have the next lines here, which is first order. And then you're going to have next line here, which is the second order. However, you have to remember, whatever you got on top here, you're going to get at the bottom juga. So apa saja kita ada dekat atas, kita akan ada dekat bawah. So the question now asks to find the number of lines. So kita nak tahu berapa banyak lines that you're going to observe on the screen. You must first know what is the order that you can take, the maximum order that you can take. Okay, to find the maximum order, to find the maximum order observed on screen, we are going to assume theta is equals to 90. Because why? Order here, whatever fringes that is formed on the screen is due to the diffraction from the central to wherever, like from the center here to wherever. So this is where you're going to get your second order. Betul tak? Okay, at this particular point you have theta. Theta from the central to the second order. Kalau 90 degree, if the angle is 90 degree, kita assume 90, it's going to form somewhere here. Okay, this indicates that ini paling maksimum. Dia tak boleh ambil the theta 90. Sebenarnya theta 90 ini tak boleh. So whatever angle that you're going to have should be less than 90. So what are we going to do adalah we're going to assume if the theta is 90, what is the order kita akan dapat, and then we're going to take the number less than that lah kan. Okay, so what are you going to do next is you're going to use the equation d sine theta is equals to n lambda here. Going to substitute your d. Apa yang kita nak cari adalah number of order lah kan. You're looking for number of order first in order to find the lines. In order to find lines, you have to find the number of order first in order to find the lines. Okay, so your d is 1.67 times 10 to the power negative 6. Sine, assume theta is 90, is equals to n, lambda is 632.8 nanometer. Okay, so you're going to press the calculator now. You press. You will end up with your n here is equals to 2.63. Okay, your number of order must be a whole number here. Okay, your number of order must be a whole number. You cannot take integers here. So what happened next here is, since we said the maximum that you can observe occurs at theta is equals to 90, maksudnya bila theta is equals to 90, what are you going to see adalah nothing is going to form on the screen sebab theta 90 duduk sini. So kita tak akan nampak dekat screen sebab dia naik ke atas sini. So the theta here should be less than 90. Any value less than 90. So bila dia 90, number of order kita dapat 2.6. Maka kalaulah, sebab saya cakap order tak boleh integer, so the next number closest dekat sini adalah 3 ataupun 2. If it were 3, the theta has to be greater than 90. Okay, so kita akan ambil number order yang lebih kecil daripada decimal places yang kita dapat dekat sini. Okay, you're going to take a smaller value than whatever you have got in the calculation here, because dalam calculation kita assume theta kita 90. So kita tahu theta kita sekarang akan less than that. Therefore number of order yang kita ada dekat sini adalah n is equals to 2. This is the number of order that we are going to have here. Alright, selain daripada itu tapi we have not yet answered the question. The question did not ask the number of order that can be observed. Dia minta the number of maximum lines can be observed. Maksudnya berapa banyak lines yang kita akan nampak. If it was a second order lines yang kamu akan nampak adalah central bright, satu line, first order, satu line, second order, satu line. You're going to have the same pattern dekat bawah, another first order, another second order. So in total you have 5 lines here. So the total maximum lines here is equals to the number of order darab dengan 2 and darab dengan 2 tambah dengan 1. Kenapa darab dengan 2? Sebab atas dan juga bawah. Okay, it's a reflection. You are going to have the same number of order atas dengan bawah. Kalau bawah ada 1 order, atas pun kena ada 1. Atas ada 3 order, bawah pun kena ada 3. So what is going to happen is you got your number of order as 2 multiply with 2 and then you're going to plus 1. Okay, why did we plus 1 dekat sini adalah, kenapa plus 1 adalah kita ada central bright. Central bright is also maxima. Okay, you have central bright. So kena tambahlah dengan central bright. So in total you are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Betul lah, 2 darab 2, 4 campur 1 dapat 5 lines. So you're going to observe 5 lines here.